Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. It's Thursday. It means I've got a new beer for you. Don't forget, you can find me on Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at TubaJake_69. Don't forget to tell me your stories. I like to hear them. Hopefully you do too, because I'm going to keep telling them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that everybody else can see and hear about this too. The beer I've got for you today is Power of Love. It's by Shorts. It's a ale brewed with raspberries and rosemary. We'll see how that works out. Should be pretty interesting. With lemonade, so should be nice and light. It's got a story on the back here. It says, inspiration strikes in the weirdest places, like a kid's b-day party. Once Joe took a swig of an herbaceous lemonade concoction, he instantly knew it would be better as a beer. It didn't take money or fame, just good old-fashioned innovation and some rosemary sprigs. Refreshing in every part of the space-time continuum. It's got a nice AMC car on there. You know, the DeLorean. Because that makes sense if you're of a certain age. Let's get this guy started. So it's a light ale, is my guess. It doesn't really give all that much information besides the fact that it's herbaceous with lemonade and raspberries. So my guess is light ale. Should be a little bit pink because raspberries. And yeah, should be pretty good, hopefully. I have a thing with rosemary. I don't know if rosemary really likes me. We're gonna give this a shot though, because it sounds delicious, except for the fact that, you know, the rosemary. But then if it were not for the rosemary, if it were not for the rosemary, it wouldn't be the same thing. So I don't know. Should be interesting. It poured pretty much exactly like I was expecting it. It's nice, light, clear, looks refreshing. Huh. It smells like a cider. Let's see what this tastes like. It tastes like lemonade. It's really good. Not getting a whole lot of, there's enough of the rosemary in it where you can tell that there's a little bit of rosemary in it, but it's hard to place. It mostly tastes just like raspberries, like that herbaceous bitter taste that you get from raspberries from like the seeds. That's what that tastes like on the back end there. Yeah, mostly it tastes like lemonade. This is super crushable. It's delicious. I'd tell you the ABV, but honestly, it doesn't say anywhere on there, and I didn't check on Untapped to see what it said. So I have no idea. My guess is that it says on Untapped, but I didn't look at it, because this is new. This is the first one out of this package that I have had. It came in a 12-pack, and that's all you could get it in. So I got one thinking, it looks pretty good. I'll try it. And it is. It's really good. Like, another one, maybe another 2 tonight. That'd be cool. It's super easy to drink. A little tangy, sweet. Yeah, it tastes good. I like lemonade mostly. Yeah. Is there a beer that this reminds me of? Yes, there is. Also by Shorts. The Soft Parade Shandy reminds me a lot of that. Less macerated strawberries in this one, which, I mean, not surprising because they didn't put any in there. Does this remind me of a story? I mean, obviously, Back to the Future, a very cool thing, but actually, really what this reminds me of a little bit, my freshman year, my roommate, or one of my roommates, because I had 4 other ones, there were 5 of us in the room, had a Riata. It was a very small car, but we got 4 of us into that. I was the smallest one. I mean, I was small, so I was the smallest one. and everybody else was the right size to play baseball at Central. Like one of them did, but like everybody else is like 6 foot or so, maybe bigger than that. And we got 4 of us into that car, which we probably shouldn't have. Went out to go, well, they went out to go drinking. At that point in time, I did not. So on the way home, I got to drive the Riata home, which was kind of neat. I'd never driven one of those before, but it's a very cool car. Looks pretty, a lot like the DeLorean, but I don't know, more bells and whistles, but like mid-90s bells and whistles, if that makes any sense. But it looks really cool when it's going down the road. I don't know how cool it looked with an extra, 200 pounds in it. No, more than that for sure. An extra 400 pounds in it. But it was weird driving with them. Because, like I said, at that point I didn't drink. But it was fun going out and hanging out with them because it was a baseball party. It was a very cool thing to get to go to do. That was pretty early on, and that was still the fall of my freshman year. It was fun, for sure. Yeah. Is there anything else that reminds me of? I'm trying to think. Wow, man, just all kinds of stuff flooding back into memories from early in my college career. Living in the dorms, I lived in Merrill Hall. It was a good time. That first year especially, a pretty tight-knit group. But you get thrown into a situation like that, and you get close. It was kind of weird that one of our roommates decided to move out, except for the fact that it's a 4-person room and there were 5 of us living in it. Yeah, it was a good time that year. Where was that? That party was at a gymnastics house, I think. It is weird that I didn't, well, I mean, I was fairly introverted and did not really come out of my shell at all until at least my second senior year. No, that's not even true. It was that first one that really did it. That after my first senior year, no, the summer after my junior year, I went and sold books in Texas, door to door. Knocking on doors will get you out of your shell. It really will. That's the entire point of that thing, I think. The reason that they don't have you close to home, they want you out and uncomfortable so that you can get comfortable with being uncomfortable. But yeah, that was a good time. Hanging out with those guys. Good guys, Hub and Mike and Wes. I like them. Zach might have been there too, but I don't remember for sure. He wasn't my roommate actually until my junior year. Yeah, junior year, because my sophomore year I lived in Merrill again, but with none of those guys. It was different, for sure. Anyway, I've got a quote for you. This one is from Rosa Parks of Outkast fame. Well, I mean that too, but like also, known for sitting on a bus. She said, "Each person must live their life as a model for others." So I guess live your life how you would want others to live theirs. And I mean, if you did that, everybody's life might be better, I think. If everybody took that to heart, that'd be great, wouldn't it? I think so. Anyway, you can find me at TubaJake_69 on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget to tell me your stories so that maybe I'll tell them as mine. Maybe I'll tell them as a friend of mine. Maybe I will, I don't know. There's a good chance that I will tell it. It's fun to do that. I got some messages from some other guys, Brian, and asked about my bottle opener. Yes, it is a butterfly knife. It actually has a little butterfly on it, which is kind of neat. Yeah. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that everybody else can get to hear about this. I will See you next time when you got time for a beer.